Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam and it is Christmas week, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope everyone is having a great holiday season or just a great week with a few days off if you do not celebrate. But this week I wanted to once again read some holiday romances. I had a lot of fun reading these types of books last year and I wanted to do another one. So here we are doing another one of these videos. I have quite the list on my phone of a bunch of different holiday romances that I really wanted to get to this month. Definitely will not be getting to as many as I thought I would, but that's okay. A few is better than none. To start this week off, I have a few books out from the library, and then I also have a bunch on my Kindle downloaded. So the first books that I'm going to be starting with are The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. This is the third book in the X-Hex series. So in this book, we are following the last of the Penhallow brothers, and that's all I know. It's like a Christmassy vibe, which is kind of fun. The other two were like Halloween romances. So I'm gonna be starting with this one. And then I am also buddy reading the Under the Mistletoe series with bestie Emily. These are like the Valentine's Day ones, a collection of short stories by various authors on Amazon on Kindle Unlimited. So all the books are 50 to 70 pages or so. So we're up to the third story, which is All by My Elf by Olivia Jade, I believe. These have been okay so far. They're nothing super exciting. Obviously being only 50 pages, there's not a lot to them, but it's kind of a fun, silly holiday time. But let's jump in and start reading. Good morning, everybody. I wanted to do some reading updates. So I just finished this novella, All by My Elf by Olivia Jade. This is book 3 in the Under the Mistletoe novella series Amazon did with a bunch of authors. Very similar to the Meet Cute series that they did in Valentine's Day, for Valentine's Day, with a number of different authors. And so I've read the first 3 in this Christmas series, just finished the third one, as I said. And this one was, I don't know, like a 2.5, 3 star. In this one, we're following our female main character who, her and 2 of her colleagues are all adjunct professors, and they signed up to do some like promotional Christmas work for this mincemeat pie treats, something or other. They're essentially driving around in the Wienermobile that has been converted to be like whatever the treats that they are supposed to be promoting and selling these products to try to make ends meet for the Christmas season. 2 of the characters are female and male. Main character gets stuck in a snowstorm and ends up playing Truth or Dare together, and we can kind of see where it goes. But this was just not that great. The beginning was cute. There was a lot of moments that I was genuinely laughing out loud, just giggling at the Wienermobile jokes. Once we kind of got into the main plot of this novella, our main character is so oblivious, and I think she's 37 or something. Like all of our characters are in their like at least mid-30s, and it was just so blatantly obvious what was going on, and it was really, I don't know, frustrating to follow the story when you as a reader could see exactly what was happening and your narrator was so oblivious. And I think I've realized what my problem is with this series opposed to the Valentine's Day series, now having read the first 3. And in the Valentine's Day series, it was the Improbable Meet Cute series. So all of the novellas were between like 50 and 70 pages, I think, which is the same with this Christmas series as well. But the Valentine's Day ones were strictly the meet cute. Our characters didn't have, from what I remember, our characters didn't have a previous history with each other. We didn't see where their relationship was going to go. It was strictly them meeting in like a cute manner. This series is trying to be a full relationship and have our characters be like pining over these other people in their lives and finding themselves in these situations that lend them kind of the point in most romance books where the tension breaks. And because all of these stories are so short, you don't get that tension, you don't get that connection. And I feel like the only way this works is if our characters have a long history and we get to understand that long history and like they're already friends or I don't know, on their way to becoming something. Like the first book in this series by Ali Hazelwood has definitely done it the best, although I didn't really like that one either. But because the novellas are so short, I can't believe in any of the characters' relationships, and you just can't develop a strong enough connection with them. I wish they were more of those cute, just meet cute moments, or they have, I don't know, I just feel like all of the novellas so far are trying to be too much. They're trying to be these strong, long lasting connections and relationships. We just don't have enough time. So that's that one. Although I'm not enjoying this series very much in terms of the books individually, I do really like these short series. It's a nice, just digestible piece of holiday fun, cheesy romance. And if you still are looking to meet your Goodreads goal, like I said, they're only about 50 to 70 pages, so very quick reads. And so the book that I started the other day is The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. This is the third book in the X-Hex series, so we're following the last brother, Bowen. I got to page 63 on Wednesday and just didn't end up reading anything yesterday. This is also only like 250 pages, so I'm actually really hoping that I can try to finish this today so that I don't have to bring this book with me to my boyfriend's this weekend and only have a handful of pages left. So in this one, we're following Bowen, who we get glimpses that he's trying to figure out this, what seems like a spell gone wrong, but we don't really know what is happening. And he teams up with another person who ends up being our female main character to help him acquire a bunch of magical items to eventually help him solve whatever this problem is. After the first chapter, there's a lot of like emails and text exchanges, and it's just so fun. I'm having a really good time with this. I was reading another book before this one and really was just struggling to get through it, was just not in the mood for it. I think I was in a bit of a reading slump, and as I was reading this on my lunch the other day, I was just giggling and having a great time and genuinely said to myself, like, this is exactly what I wanted and what I needed. Just a silly, magical, Christmassy romance. So like I said, I'm only 60 pages in. I'm hoping to finish this today, and fingers crossed I can do a check-in. That's where we are with the reading blog. I have such a long list of books that I want to get through that I'm really, really hoping that I can get through them all. I have 2 full-length books that I really, really want to get to after this one, and then I'm hoping to be able to squeeze a couple more novellas in. I just really want to jam-pack this vlog with as many cute little holiday romances as I can this week. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I have quite a book update for you all. On the weekend, I ended up finishing The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. I did not do as much reading over the weekend that I thought I was going to, but that's okay. And so I ended up finishing this, and I think I'm sitting at like a 3-star. It was cute, but as the book kept going on, I liked it a little bit less and less. I feel like the romance came about very quickly, and as soon as something happened, they were like, oh my god, I love them. They're just everything to me. And I was like, you guys like really haven't like done anything. Like they didn't, I don't know how to describe my feelings, because like the tension broke kind of early on and then they were just all encompassed about each other. It just felt a little strange and the pacing was a little strange. This is a pretty short book. It's like 275 pages. So obviously the plot is going to move a lot faster, but I also kind of felt like the overarching plot of the book, like what they were trying to find and figure out, was a little rushed and kind of wrapped up in a little bow. And I don't know, I just wanted something else. It was just missing something. It also didn't feel super Christmassy. Like it was definitely magical, but it was, I mean, they're witches, but it was a lot more witchy than it was Christmassy. So this is okay. Fun. I was like smiling and giggling at the beginning, and I'm glad that I read this, and the series is finished now, I guess. Then yesterday I picked up and read half of Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. Like I said, I read half of it, so hopefully I can finish the other half today. This is also kind of meh. In this one, we are following Beat, which I can't get over that name, and Melody, who are the children of these two female like rock singers who were in a band together and broke up in the 90s, and the public have kind of been really pushing for them to do a reunion and get back together. And so the two children are, who they're in the 30s, but the two children are like agreed to this reality TV show to try and get their moms back together to do a show on Christmas Eve. And again, it's just not very Christmassy. Our female main character, Melody, is 30 and completely oblivious to everything. Their connection feels really strange. And again, I feel like the tension broke really early. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in the last half of the book, but I feel like not much of anything. So, not the best Christmassy book so far, but I'm still having fun. I'm excited to pick up more holiday books and read more holiday books. I think they're just so much fun. Like I said, I'm going to try to finish this book today. Fingers crossed. I have like 150, 160 pages or so. I feel like the more I read this book, the less I like it. I've only read another like 40 or so pages, and I've realized that the thing that's bothering me the most about this book is both of our main characters are supposed to be 30 years old, and they are both reading like they're still 16. And it's just so strange. So many of like the side characters in this book too are just not great people. It's also not super long, but I feel like it could have been a novella. I feel like I'm reading it fairly quickly, but at the same time, I feel like it's taking forever. Like, how is there still another 125 pages left in this book? Let's just read something together, shall we? Bear with me. It is almost 4 o'clock and dark outside, but I just finished Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. 2.5 stars. This was not great to me. The chemistry between our two characters and just their relationship overall was very strange. And the things they like said to each other, the smut was not for me. I just really can't get over the fact that the farther into this book that I read, the more that our characters felt, like the way that they acted, the way that they talked, the things that they did, just really felt like they were 16, which coupled with the smut and everything else that was going on, it was very weird. They just felt so young. The plot just really dragged on for me. I really hated the third act conflict. The way that that whole thing was handled was just not, it just didn't work. It was really frustrating and also very, very predictable. Yeah, this would have been better as a novella, I think. I think because it was like a full-length 350 page book, it just really dragged on and pretty disappointing. So that's another book done. I am probably not going to be reading anything else today. My eyes are very tired from trying to finish that book. But tomorrow I'm going to start Snowed In by Catherine Walsh, I believe. Very excited for that one. Hopefully it's not too long. I would really love to get another novella or two in this video. I just maximize the amount of Christmas each year, especially because the first books have been not the best. So glad I finished that. Glad I had that off my TBR, but not necessarily recommended. And also, like, really didn't get any more Christmassy. Like, I really did not feel the festive Christmassy spirit. So that's all for now. I'll check in once I have started the next book. Hello, everybody. We have some updates, some catching up that we need to do. The last week has been kind of, I guess, just busy for me, and I didn't even get a second to film an update, so let's catch up. So over the weekend, I read Snowed In by Catherine Walsh. This is book 2 to Holiday Romance, I believe it's called, which I read last year. And I had just the best time with this book. I think I'm settling on like a 4-star rating for it, which is great because the rest of the books in this reading vlog have not been as good as I was hoping, which is really unfortunate. In this one, we're following Megan, who ran out from her wedding 5 years in the past, and we sort of see that interaction in the prologue, and then jumps to present day when she runs back into Christian, who they were friends in school, they grew up together sort of thing, and end up fake dating in order to sort of survive the holidays with their families. And it was just so cute and so sweet. Their like banter together was really cute. Overall, like I don't really have any complaints about it. I think it was really well done. I think I liked the first one a little bit more from what I remember. I feel like the end of this one, not like dragged out, but I was starting to lose steam, I think, just because I haven't been like quote unquote on schedule with my books in the past month. But I did end up reading that one and I had a great time. And then I am halfway through Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, and this is like a 250-page book about a girl who has just been released from prison and has wanted to be like a window designer, like a window display designer for years. She gets hired on to design the windows for the Christmas display of this like high-end store. And just the connection between our two main characters is just a little strange, and I feel like it's trying to do too much for what it is. Like it's just a little, I was expecting just a little cute cheesy holiday romance, and I feel like it's dragging. Like it's taken me 2 days to get 120 pages into this. I'm only halfway through. I'm really hoping that I can just buckle down and finish it today, because I don't want to be reading this for 4 days. I think that's just ridiculous. And yeah, I'm not enjoying it too much. It's feeling like maybe a 2.5 or 3 stars. Like it's really nothing special for me personally. I'm not hating it, but I'm also not enjoying it either. So those are the updates. Fingers crossed I can finish that book today and we can wrap up this vlog. So I need to edit it and be able to get it up to you guys. I really feel like, especially in the last couple months, my vlogs have not been where I want them to be personally, and I've kind of been up and down just all year. So if you have any vlog themes or anything that you would like to see, please let me know. I would love to do some more of these. I'm always really excited about the vlog ideas that I have, and then it just, I don't know what happens. But for 2025, we're going to film the videos that we are excited about, and we're also going to read the books that we are excited about. So let's finish this book that I'm not super excited about. Hi everybody. Happy Friday. I ended up finishing window shopping yesterday. So it did end up taking me 4 days, which is really annoying, but I'm glad I finished it. And it's one of those books that I really don't know what my review is going to be. Like, I didn't absolutely hate it, but it also wasn't that great either. So I think I'm probably going to sit at like a 2.5. And I think I might just take a little break from Tessa Bailey for a while. I feel like most of her books have been kind of okay for me. I don't think like great. Also, yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. I feel like obviously it took me a very long time to read. I was only ever really excited to be finished with it. I was never really excited to be reading it. And I just felt like the connection and the book itself was just trying to do too much and just was not really what I thought it was going to be going into it. So unfortunately, this holiday reading vlog was kind of a letdown compared to last year's. I feel like last year's I had a lot of really good, fun books, but that's okay. Most of the books that I read in this reading vlog are ones that were on my list to read last year, so I'm glad that I was able to read them, get them finished, and get them off my want to read list. But yeah, that's all I have for today's video. I really hope that everyone has a happy and safe holiday season. I hope that you are reading fun books. And if you have read any of these books, let me know. I would love to chat with you, or some of your favorite holiday romance books that you have read this year. Maybe I can add them to my list to read next year. I do really love this reading vlog theme, and I think it'll be a yearly tradition here. Just a lot of fun, a little silly holiday romance time. So that's it for me. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like so that I know. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.